Yeah, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, Ed Shaw Graphics. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so by hitting that red and green button in the lower right hand corner. Right now, I'm working on a leg pants design for sweatpants. And this is for the same customer that I've been working with for the last month and a half. I've been doing a lot of work for her. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, duffel bags, polo shirts. Just been doing all kinds of stuff. So now she want me to do something. I'm going down the pants leg. Now, this is a very large design. This is actually 24 inches long, but I had to figure out the largest size that I can do. My heat flash dryer is nowhere near that size. It's only 15 inches, of course, so I will have to dry one half of the design, which is the top part. Dry that first for about 30 seconds. Then I will have to do the bottom half for another 30 seconds. So that's how I will go about doing that. I didn't have any boards long enough, so I had to build another board. So the board that I normally use for pants, legs, and sleeves is this. And this is not really that long. It's only about, I think about 15 inches, 16 inches, something like that. But the design that I'm doing for the pants leg is more like 24 inches. So I had to go to Home Depot, buy me another board. I had to cut it, make it 6 inches wide. And about, I think this one here is about 27, 28 inches long. I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna see. I forgot what length is. Close to 24 inches. 24 inches. And my design over here sorry about that. Let's see. So if my board is 24 inches, I think my design is more like about 23 inches. So that's barely long enough for the board. So I had to make sure that my design is long enough where it can fit the board. Now my screen, I had to redo a screen. I had to build another screen, which is this right here. So this screen, I say it's about, I think about 30 inches long. Matter of fact, let me measure it. I'll measure this screen. I'm gonna see how long this screen is. The overall frame will be 33 inches long and about 14 inches wide. So this here is a 33 by 14 inch frame, which is big enough. Of course, it's designed. I had to make sure that it doesn't overlap the size of the board, of course. So it's barely the right size. I don't want to make it too big because I want to leave enough space on both ends where I can, where my ink can go. Of course, I normally pull my pull my ink towards me, and then when I press down to print, I push it back, so I need some space where I can store my ink once after I print my ink. I need enough room for my ink to be. And that's pretty much it. So my next step now is to do the transparency of this. But let's look at my other designs over here, because I've done like a couple more copies. So I have these two copies right here. Originally, I done this one first. And I was kind of satisfied with it at first, but I was like, I think I can make it just a little bit bigger. Make it come to about right here. Because I know the bigger the design, the more she'll like it. You know, she like her print to be nice and large. But I also tell her that I only can make it so large. So I always make it clear to her, you know, as far as the size. And then this size right here is pretty big, but a little bit too big. So I'm gonna take this, put it on here, and I'm gonna show you why it's too big. First of all, it's exactly 30 inches. And that's about the same exact size as my screen, so that would be too big. I wouldn't have nowhere to push my ink. Also, it's too big for the sweats because I don't want to go nowhere near any pockets or seams at the top. Also at the bottom. So the size I came up with would be this size right here. It's the perfect size. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So in my next video, I should have everything all set, and I'm gonna do the print. We're gonna see how the print come out. So be on the lookout for my next video. Thanks for checking me out, Airshaw Graphics.